We're out here shooting a documentary in Kilimanjaro. In this video, I'm going to show you the tricks and tips and gear that I used filming at 19,000 feet.
We're getting closer. Woo. One more push.
Kilimanjaro is a pretty wild mountain to climb because in just about a week, you'll go through 5 different climate zones. You'll start in a hot, humid rainforest at the bottom, and by the time you reach the summit, you're basically in Arctic conditions. Every zone has its own challenges, but honestly, the real challenge isn't just the elements, it's the weight. My backpack weighed 40 pounds, and then my camera bag weighed 6 pounds. Totaling everything to 46 pounds, which sounds light, but at these altitudes, it's pretty heavy. For this expedition, I was gonna have to bring a lot more extra weight with all the camera gear. So I spent over 6 months training for this. I did a combination of full body workouts 3 times a week, focusing on lower body and upper body. And then I would go rucking with a backpack with 45 pounds of sand in it. I'm glad I took the time to train because when I got there, I felt really prepared. At high altitudes like this, the higher you climb, the heavier the pack feels. I wanted to be as lightweight as possible, but also being able to have the most high quality image. I brought 2 camera bodies, one of them being the Sony A1, which is my go-to workhorse. It shoots 10-bit color, it's 4K, can also shoot 8K as well, but it has the ability to punch in with a 35mm crop. I didn't even bring an additional monitor. Everything was handheld because I just didn't want that extra weight. I brought the Sony 28-70 f2. I think this lens is really high quality. Even though it's the heaviest lens I brought, it is just super sharp, looks like a prime lens. It can shoot really good in low light. For a wide angle lens, I brought the 16-55 f2.8. This lens is really light. And then the last lens I brought was 70-200 f4. Didn't want to bring the 2.8 because that would just add too much weight. And the other camera I had was the Sony ZV-E1. I brought this extra camera as a backup just in case my main A camera either had a malfunction or something with it went wrong. For this specific expedition, having enough batteries was essential. In cold weather like this, the lithium-ion batteries die really quickly. So I brought as many batteries as I could. I also charged them every night with the Nitecore Summit 2000 power bank. What essentially it does is the battery itself warms itself up so it doesn't die. This is a great power bank to use for high altitude expeditions. And then I would use this small rig 2 battery charger system. All my charged batteries I would put in this thing called the Phoozy. It's essentially like a case that protects against extreme cold environments. It's like NASA space technology. It can extend battery life up to 4 times. For media, I brought 5 ProGrade 256 gigabyte cards, 2 512 gigabyte cards, and a couple of tough SSDs as well, totaling around 2 terabytes with me. I just didn't really know how much I was going to be shooting, so I really wanted to come prepared. This is another reason why I lean more towards the Sony system, because I can shoot all day and pretty much use about 200 gigabytes. The compression is so good that it still is high quality images and it's not taking up too much data, something like a Red or an Airy if I brought that up here. Because the sun is so bright there, I needed a neutral density or ND filter. Last but certainly not least is my favorite piece of kit that I brought on this trip, which is the Mystery Ranch DSLR chest rig. It has side pockets so I could put my filters or some energy bars. And then they have a front pocket. This is where I put my media cards and extra batteries. And then on the top of the bag is another zipper pocket where there's a camera partition. And this is where I would put my camera. I loved using this bag because when I was hiking and it was really dusty, I could hide my camera. It was really nice to have the ability to hike and put my camera away, but then also be able to take it out really quick. Definitely a piece of kit that I highly recommend. Going and documenting a trip like this is once in a lifetime opportunity, and it was really great to do it with this group of guys. And I think because we were all on the same wavelength, we are all there to appreciate God's creation, but also to sharpen each other as leaders in our own communities and to summit this mountain. On summit night, we woke up at midnight, preparing our things for a 6-hour trek up the mountain. We had to have flashlights and it was freezing out. You couldn't see anything. It was pitch dark. It was actually really hard to shoot because there was no light whatsoever. But when you get to the top, it's all worth it. And this was a huge moment for me personally, and also for my career, to be able to bring all this camera equipment up there and document these guys do it at the same time.
It's a great adventure with my brother Zach here. It's been a great 7 days and finished this small piece of cake. See the sunrise over there? Incredible view.
I'm super fortunate to have opportunities like this. I'm just thankful to share these stories. I think in life, we all have our own mountains that we're climbing. It's not always about the summit, but it's also about the adventure on the way to the summit.
You said, rock one more. Hakuna Matata.